Just stop.
Stop. It's time to stop.
Just stop. Please, stop.
It's disgusting, it's immoral, and it needs to stop right now.
Just please fucking stop!
This talk about being wrong has built me up a mighty thirst.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to please fucking stop.
Ça suffit. Guys, it's time we had a little heart-to-heart. I don't want to do this, but I feel some of this has gone too far, and it's needed. Many of you, it's gonna hurt to hear, I'm sorry. Many of you are using unconventional lifts to hide your weakness. I'm so glad that so many of you think it's cool to do these lifts and that you're inspired by me, by Eric, by Alex from Alpha Destiny and whoever to do some of these things, but it's gotta stop, guys. If you're an absolute beginner and you can't deadlift at 315, you have no business doing rack pulls over 800 pounds or 1,000, wherever you're at. There's no reason doing those. What you need to be focusing on is building a base. This isn't to say you shouldn't be doing unconventional lifts. You can still add these in. But once you start going off the deep end, once you start doing squats with 2 plates on one side and 1 plate on the other because it's functional, you're getting into that realm where CrossFit was when it first started out. We're just doing silly shit for the sake of silly shit and calling it cool, basically. If you are behind the back deadlifting a bunch of weight, and that's awesome that you're doing that, but don't equate that to a normal deadlift. Just because you can behind the back deadlift 600 pounds does not mean you're strong necessarily. It certainly requires strength, it requires skill, but it's not the equivalent of a 600 pound conventional deadlift. It's not a worse lift by any means, it's not better, it's just a different lift. It's like equating a bench press to a squat, basically. They are both important lifts, they are both great, but they're different. They're inherently different. Basically what I'm trying to say is, I don't know. The shortened range of motion stuff is great for overloading. It has its place in training for sure. I've done plenty of shortened range of motion, but you have to be doing some full range of motion stuff. If nothing else, for injury prevention's sake. You need to be working your muscles through their full range of motion. Don't be lifting things off blocks and saying that's the same. If you have 6-inch blocks, you say, oh, it's about the same as a deadlift off the floor. It's not. It's nothing the same at all. It's a different lift. Doing a block pull, there's a reason they have different names. Please, for the sake of your training, for the sake of, I guess you call it the unconventional movement, guys gotta stop. Please keep incorporating unconventional movements, but don't make everything unconventional just for the sake of being unconventional, okay? Do you see what I'm saying? You guys get this? Just do some normal shit once in a while. Do a back squat. Do a good morning even. That's still technically unconventional, but it's normal. You don't need to band everything. You don't need to rack pull everything. You don't need to shorten range of motion everything. Do some normal shit. If you want to show how strong you are, find lifters that are doing a weight and maybe do that same lift but in a harder variation, not an easier one. Do it harder. If you see some guy in your, I don't know, if he's deadlifting 500 pounds, do a 500 pound deficit deadlift. It's still unconventional. Then you're actually displaying some sort of strength, right? You're actually building some sort of strength. The rack pull stuff's fine, but gotta cut it out, guys. Gotta cut it out. So I gathered my friends, many of whom do unconventional lifting and they're very successful with it, and we're here to tell you to stop. Okay? This is from the heart. I love all of you. Again, I'm so, it makes me so proud and happy that I'm able to inspire some of you, but you guys can't take it too far. Okay? Got it? Okay, I love you all. Keep lifting heavy. That's it.
Stop it. Get some help.